Hello everyone, welcome back and let's welcome Sagittarius people. Okay, so we're gonna explore for Sagittarius natives how their career, finance, love life, relationship, and health will be in 2026. And before we deep dive, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Now, in one word, we can say how it will be for Sagittarius. It will be a kind of a rejuvenated time period for you, whether it is related to your health, career, finance. Okay, so every aspect or every areas of your life, you will feel that it is a kind of a rebuilding stage. Now, in a very important transit, Saturn will be at your fourth house throughout the year. Okay, so what is fourth house? Fourth house is definitely your mindset, your home, your happiness. Okay, how you think. So whenever Saturn is placed there, right? So it needs some sort of restriction. It needs discipline, okay, at your desire, okay. So you just cannot expect something randomly, okay. There should be some logic behind it, right? So Saturn demands that, okay. So as long as you have a restricted desire, as long as you have disciplined approach, this year is definitely going to give you, one of the best results. Now, the most important thing which you have to take care in 2026 is your health, because being in the fourth, Saturn is aspecting your first house, that too with 10th aspect. Okay, that means you should follow a proper, restricted lifestyle in terms of your health. Okay, because here Saturn is definitely going to give you some sort of trouble, because if you are already having a irregular lifestyle, not having proper diet, not having, taking uh, proper medications, okay, ignoring your health concerns, Saturn definitely is going to give you, a good lessons over here. But the good part is Jupiter will be there in your seventh house, okay. So it will also aspect your first house till the month of May, to be very specific, June 2nd, 2026. So this 5 6 months, right? It's a very good time to get recovered. Even though Saturn will give you some kind of trouble in your health, or some medication might be needed, some follow up checkups might be needed, but still, even after feeling some discomfort, Jupiter is going to support you for healing. So that's a very good thing. Now, what happens after Jupiter moves out of your ninth house, right? Out of your seventh house. So, first of all, from the month of June to October, you have to be very careful again, because that Jupiter aspect will not be there in your first house. So do breathing exercise, do some pranayam, do some yoga. That will definitely keep you healthy. That will definitely keep your mind stable and calm, because Saturn is also in your fourth house. That means by default, your moon also will be impacted by Saturn. It will draw the natural energy of fourth house, right? So that's how you gotta take care, okay, or how you should take care of your health, for both physical and mental side. Now, coming to your career, very important for Sagittarius. You might have seen in one of my YouTube shorts that this is a very good year for the fiery sign. So Sagittarius is one of them. Now, here one thing you have to remember, that yes, from January to April, this is a time period when you can expect some new job opportunities, and please work towards that. If you are getting any new opportunities, do preparation for it, do some, give some extra effort for your interview things, and definitely you can crack that. Now, from 11th of April to 30th of April, what will happen here? The Mercury, your 10th lord, okay, Mercury, your 10th lord, will be at your fourth house in debilitation status, but with Saturn as well. So you have to be very careful in between April 11 to April 29 or 30th. So this is a kind of a 20 21 days of period. Here you should be very very, calm and composed and very organized, I would say. Okay, otherwise you will meet with some discrepancies, you'll meet with some hidden obstacles, definitely at your workplace. Okay, some internal politics might trigger some, kind of, let's say, people will start talking negative about, your efforts, or your presence, your values will be questioned, okay, at your organization for those 20 21 days. So that is the, I would say, that is the time when you should focus more on your regular work. Okay, try to avoid any kind of new idea execution. It's better to stick to the basic only for that particular time period. Otherwise, once we cross the debilitation of Mercury, okay, it will again give you better results. So nothing to worry about your career path. Okay, so in terms of your finance, yes, I would say, uh, definitely 10th lord is very important for the finance. You can expect some mixed results in between, mainly from April to October. How? Because in between this time period, right, even expenses also will be a bit high. Okay, even the expenses also will be high. So you need to, plan your, mainly the travel expenses. Okay, you need to plan your, let's say, if you are having any party or throwing any party, any kind of functions, family functions are happening, right? So try to adjust your budget over there. Okay, because there are a lot of spendings are coming for you in between April to October, either related to family functions or any kind of travels. Okay, so make sure you have a proper budget for that. Otherwise, you might feel little bit exhausted in terms of your savings. But the good part is, even though now Jupiter is in your seventh house, it will later move to your eighth house. So from eighth, it will aspect your second. So still, this second house will be aspected, even though it's a debilitation house for Jupiter, but still the aspect towards your debilitated house, it will give some kind of comfort in terms of, gaining some extra money, either through some investments or some bonus or a good appraisal, or as I said, right, definitely you will be getting a new job opportunity in the first half of the year. Okay, so make use of that time. Now, in terms of your relationship, yes, here you have to be very, very careful. Now, why? Because Venus also will get combusted at one point of time this year. So I would say, definitely, who are trying to get married, or trying to get engaged in a committed relationship, till June, it is a very good time, Jan to June. Okay, after that, Jupiter, it will move from your seventh to eighth. Okay, so that might create some delay. Okay, in your marriage prospects and, relationship status. So from June to, I would say, uh, around 31st of October, right? So June to 31st of October, it is little bit of shaky time, for, in terms of your relationships, love and romance. So take care of that particular time. If you're already married, take care of your spouse, take care of your relationship. Okay, because your communication also needs to be improved. Okay, in that time period. So whenever you're communicating with your spouse, with your partner, make sure your choice of words, is like, it should be good. Okay, it should be proper choice of words must be there, because it is aspecting your second house. It will, this particular time in between, June to October, right, Jupiter is going to aspect your second house. That means the speech, the choice of words has to be very, very, a kind of respectful, I would say. Otherwise, that relationship might, face some sort of obstacles. Again, from after October, that is November, December, again it will bring back the, it will again bring back the, the romance, the love, the warmness in your relationship. And yes, people can start thinking again to get married and, get engaged with their partner. So that will definitely give a lot of positive results. Now, one last thing for Sagittarius, overall this is a year where health will be good. You will get ample opportunity to recover. And finance, you just need to make sure that, very specifically I'm telling, travel expenses, you need to have a proper budget. And the third is relationship. In between June to October, this is a time when you should give extra effort to, keep your relationship alive, to bring a lot of, support for your spouse and partner, give emotional support to them. Even they also might be going through some, bad transits or bad dasha. So your support is very much needed for your spouse or your partner. And yes, choice of words, you have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, it's a fantastic year. You will make most of it, and definitely it will create a new foundation for you for the rest of your life. Thank you.